Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, I want to show you a pretty fun team that I'm using for the Grave of Wrath Stage 9 to basically speed farm it. And the reason why I'm making this video today is because I went through my account and I noticed that I have been slacking on the gear. As you can see, I have a ton from the Grave of Venom, but I've been slacking on this gear over here, okay? The one that we get from the, slacking. I'm quite sure maybe I have a few pieces. However, I still need to farm more, but I need better pieces from the Grave of Wrath. The reason for that is not necessarily for the Brotherhood Spirit set, but for the Holy Hunter set, okay? This is one of those ones that maybe are a little bit underrated, as they're not, or maybe not underrated, but not as useful or as needed as we progress through the story, through the game and whatnot. I'm basically at a point where we already beat the Resurgent Dragon, everything's done, and I just have a few more things left to do. And that is, one of them is the Fey Meander, and then doing all the NPC fights. And one thing that I noticed from other people doing Fey Meander is the fact that, well, they become so difficult and so hard to do that unless you have a pretty strong account, it's kind of impossible to finish it. However, one of the ones that's kind of like a cheat code to help you to do this one is the Holy Hunter set, okay? And the reason for that is, well, the set itself, what it brings a chance to stun, and this one basically can proc on multiple hits. So, for example, you have somebody like Ivaresh that has 3 hits on his ultimate. He has a chance to proc that stun every time he does that ultimate, okay? So that's really important to keep in mind, because that's the way that you would control basically the waves that become difficult. Maybe they do too much damage, maybe they're going to control themselves and whatnot. So having this one as an option is going to be pretty helpful. And because that's one of the things that I still have to do on my account before the season resets and we go to season 2, I decided to start farming this. But the team that I had was like 2 minutes, over 2 minutes. It was not fast enough, so I was not happy with it. And I said, you know what? Let me try my usual stuff, because, you know, I'm in the end game. I beat everything. I have everything maxed out. So I said, let's see what I can find out. And as usual, it comes down to my Filito go boom, as I call it. So my Filto is usually the MVP when I'm trying to speed farm stuff, because he does such an amazing amount of damage on his ultimate. But you need rally, okay? Without rally, he only does 600%. It's not that crazy. But if you do have rally, if you have somebody that enables him with that rally, he's gonna do 1800, and that's a lot of damage. That's an insane amount of damage. So basically my whole team is built around him, and let me just show you how it runs exactly. It's not consistently the same time, so it's not always gonna be the minimum time that I had, but it's always gonna be under or around 60 seconds and not more than that. And you're gonna see, look at this. Look at the damage that he does. I mean, he just blasts with that ultimate. And he does a crazy amount of damage. Basically, after he did 2 of his AoEs, the boss is at half health, okay? As soon as we go around, you know, my Sagir again gets a turn. He's gonna land his defense penalty, okay? He boosted Filto again. I get the rally again with Laurenthiel. And then Filto just goes boom again. And now basically all we need is to get back to another one of his ultimates and we're good to go. So I do have, like I said, this is basically not a guide, okay? This is not a guide. This is more of a showcase of what I can do with, you know, my best team, with my legendaries and whatnot. However, it's, you know, it's not like the other teams that maybe you see people that have fully inspired heroes and whatnot. I've seen some like 11 seconds, 13 seconds, 20-second teams, you know, stuff like that with different options. But, you know, this is the best that I have. I don't have inspired heroes, but they do good enough of a job because of the way that I use them. And basically the way this one goes, as you can see, first thing that happens is Sagir boosts Mithrasia so that she goes pretty quick, and then she lands that debuff immunity on everybody, which means we're not going to get a poison, we're not going to get a heal prohibition, and we're not going to get the recharge speed that the boss does on the second AoE, which basically allows us to stay in sync. Okay, that was a bit of bad RNG because my Nessa, which, you know, she's just 4 stars, she's only level 90, but the reason I brought in Nessa is because I need that heal prohibition, that heal reduction. When the boss devours Sagomir, he's gonna heal up. So if I don't have something to deal with that, which is Nessa's heal prohibition, then obviously it's gonna take longer. But because I do have it, look at that, even with that, okay, now she landed. Even with that, we're still doing just fine. My Filto just has to do another ultimate and then we're good. Laurentian is in this team just to do that rally. There we go. That's it. And then the last one, which I didn't really talk about, Sagomir. Well, the reason why Sagomir is so good and he is in this team is because of his passive, okay? He provides a carrot to the ally with the lowest current HP every 12 seconds, granting them 1 stack of recovery over time. Nothing too special, but this one, and recharging their ultimate energy by 20%. This is the important part. He basically boosts the ultimate energy, which allows my Mithrasia straight up to cut in. But, you know, if you read it, it says, well, it provides to the ally with the lowest current HP. Well, as far as I understand, the way that this one works, at the beginning of a fight, if everything's equal, okay, everybody has full HP, so he's not going to prioritize somebody who has lower HP. However, again, from what I understand and what I discussed in the Discord when I reported this as a bug, is I didn't understand it, the way that they said this one works is, at the beginning of a fight, before anybody actually goes, he's going to prioritize throwing this carrot on the first person that you place on the field, okay? So when you build your team, place the person that you want to go first, which in my case was Mithrasia. I placed her first, then everybody else, and that's why Sagomir is prioritizing her instead of like Filto, who actually has, or maybe even Nessa, has the lowest HP, because I guess that's the way his mechanic works. And that's what allows this to work so smoothly and again, be so consistent, under 60 seconds. It allows me to do all the crazy damage and basically allows me to speed farm this dungeon because I really need to do it. Like I mentioned, there we go, the heal prohibitions there now. I really need to farm this dungeon because I'm going to be doing some Fey Meander push on my future streams and I might be stuck. So I definitely want to have more Holy Hunter options that's going to, you know, that's going to give me a chance. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to finish it, but it's going to give me a chance to keep pushing the Fey Meander to hopefully finish it so I can grab myself that legendary artifact in there, the giant turtle shell, I think it's called. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make a video on this team. I'm gonna show you a little bit the builds as well because there's you know, there's gonna be some hard kill. I even got my best time, 45 seconds. There we go. But the builds are gonna be strong because, like I mentioned, everybody. I guess I can just save this one because I did some changes. But everybody's obviously going to be in good builds. I'm going to have some legendary artifacts and whatnot. So, you know, don't, again, it's a showcase, not a guide. So first one, Sagomir, he's the one that wears the Witch's Remains, so he has a chance to land the defense penalty. And basically, he's the best one in this team to use that because he has double hits on his ultimate. And that basically gives us 2 chances to land the Witch's Remains. And then he's built in a Brotherhood Spirit, so he also puts that increased attack on everybody for 10 seconds. Okay, apart from that, I don't care about the resist. I honestly don't care that much about his survivability, just the accuracy to land his stuff because he's pretty tanky because he's, you know, he's a defense base. He's a tank. So that's Sagomir. Then I have Nessa in the team. She's honestly only in the team for this one. Healing prohibition, no scrolls required. She still lands it, guaranteed. So that's why she is in the team. She also pushes back a little bit of the, I think, the ultimate energy, right? Let me see what it says. Or that on the battle skill. Where is it? I think she had something. Flashes, okay, 4 slash deals damage, 100% for blind, then slashes, lands healing prohibition. I thought she had something. Oh yeah, when the hero's skill deals damage to enemies with debuffs, reduces their ultimate energy by 15%. So she also brings a little bit of that, which allows me to stay in the rotation even though she's not scrolled up, okay? The whole rotation is 18 seconds, she's on 20, but because she does that on the passive, it helps me push back her ultimate energy. And basically, I just focus skill haste on her and survivability, not damage. The only reason why she's in the team, like I said, is for this one. So I want her to come back to it in time before the boss gets the ult, so the boss does not heal up. Then my Mithrasia is built with as much skill haste as I can give her. That's why she's wearing the hourglass. which gives her 100 skill haste. That doesn't show here. It's only procs once you're in the battle, and then everything else is around skill haste for her. That's why she's on 2 pieces Wrath of the Troll and 2 pieces Brotherhood Spirit. Again, come back to that ultimate as often as possible, so we never take those debuffs, because it's all about that ultimate that lands debuff immunity, plus she obviously brings good healing on the battle skill. Then we have Lorenthil. Lorenthil, again, he's in another Brotherhood Spirit. I guess I could change Sagomir, I could give him something else, but doesn't really matter. But Lorenthil, when he does his ultimate, again, he's gonna give us the increased attack from this, but he also brings big version of increased attack from his ultimate. It's like if he has rally, consumes rally, if the hero's on the rally, which he's gonna be because of his passive, because once he gets full ultimate energy before he procs it, everybody gets rally. Himself included, Filto, everybody. So he's basically giving us the big version of increased attack that also stacks with this one, okay? The attack from the Brotherhood Spirit counts as a different buff, and it just boosts our damage even more. So keep that in mind. If you have heroes that do increased attack on your team, you can still give them Brotherhood Spirit, because counts as a different buff, so more damage. And apart from that, I didn't really care about his damage, honestly. He's just in there to enable Filto. Also give him the instance burner. He doesn't need accuracy, but I want him to come back to that ultimate as fast as possible, so he can keep giving, he can keep placing that ultimate before Filto goes. As if I did not have that, he would not come back in time, because when people use their ultimate, Filto included, while this one's up, while his ultimate is up, if they consume rally, which they're gonna do because he also lands the rally, they're gonna get 25% ultimate energy. Okay, so you're like, but okay, what's the point? Everyone's gonna get the same. Not really, because Filto, he gains an extra 20% from his ultimate if he consumes rally when he does it. So basically, he gains 45% ultimate energy, so Lorenthil needs to catch up and do that. And then the main event, my Filto, which I just love this guy, he's so amazing for blasting stuff. He's in an executioner with the eyeball, and with as much damage as I can get on him, and that's how this that's how this team works. The only preset I think that I added was the giving this skill interval to Nessa, but I don't think it matters. I think I do it so fast, I could let her do it whenever she has it, and it should still be fine. So yeah, I guess this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I like to do some showcases on teams like this from time to time, because if I only do free to play once, people are gonna be like, okay, that's good advice, that's good what's it called, good videos to help as many people out there as possible. But some people want to see some of these ones as well. It's like, some people want to see what to look forward to once they get some of those legendaries, because eventually you're gonna get more and more legendaries, because the more you play through the seasons, the more heroes you're gonna collect. All the heroes are saved from one season to the other, so like I said again, eventually you're gonna start getting more and more legendaries yourself, so these ones might come in handy to give you some ideas of what madness can happen, like this one. Look at that smack from Filto. He's just amazing. I just love it. But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.